The second and final press conference is with CommBank Matildas defender and cap number 224 and four-time World Cup player already in Clare Hunt. Claire, the first 4 matches of your World Cup, how have you found the whole experience?
The experience has been wonderful. I feel very privileged to represent our country on home soil, so it's been a wonderful experience for me and for the team, and we're just looking forward to our match against France.
Claire, just ABC here. I hate to bring up old wounds, but I'm sure as a defender you would have been probably absolutely filthy at that Nigerian game in terms of the goals conceded, but to come out after that and have 2 clean sheets, was there kind of a sense of just determination and anger amongst the defenders in particular after that? Because it just seems like there's been something click after that match, in particular moving forward.
Yeah, I think our match against Nigeria wasn't reflective of our defensive capacity. We kept a clean sheet against Ireland as well, so we had shown our strength there defensively, and we defended quite well against set pieces there. And I think against Nigeria, we just failed to clear our lines and got caught out. And I think we learnt from our experiences and have kept 2 more clean sheets against 2 wonderful teams. So I think moving forward to the game against France, that's all we're focusing on as a defensive unit, is maintaining another clean sheet.
Just in front here.
Hi, Claire. Emily just mentioned that Sam has been doing things like behind the scenes to kind of help you guys. I think players have probably mentioned that earlier in the tournament. Can you give us kind of like a glimpse of some of those things that we don't see that she is doing behind the scenes that help you guys?
Yeah, Sam's a wonderful leader, and she gives her time in ways that I don't think people outside of this group will understand. She's extremely supportive. She makes people feel valued in the team. She drives the team, and the way she speaks about this team and instills a sense of pride in players is amazing, and I think that is reflective in the way she plays as well. So she's a wonderful leader, and we're extremely lucky to have her in our team.
Will she start?
I'm not Tony, so Tony's decision. I'm a player. I value her as a player on the park, and everyone understands her value. So that's ultimately the decision of the head coach, but we are lucky to have her, and it was great to see her get some minutes the other night.
Thank you for answering. I was just fishing. That's a last. They're coming in what? The French, 3 goals, 8 minutes. You know what you're up against, don't you?
Yeah, we played France in a pre-tournament match, and I suppose got to experience some of their strengths there in that match, and we've seen them develop throughout the tournament. So I think we've just gone and analysed their capacities, and we're just looking to nullify their strengths and obviously capitalise on areas that we, think that we can find weaknesses in.
Claire, we've seen obviously the momentum around the country take hold. The latest stuff is, live sites, big screen at the MCG, SCG, AFL matches getting pushed back. Can you believe the level this has gone to?
It's amazing to be a part of it. I kind of expected this to happen. I think when you're hosting a World Cup and to see World Cups previous, the momentum you gain from the home nation, but to see Australians so invested in sport in general, I'm not surprised that this is occurring, but it's absolutely amazing that it is occurring in this country. And I think the more that we can expose ourselves to the Australian public as a team, and as, female athletes, showing our capacities on the field, I think it's wonderful for, young athletes to see that, and just young people in general to see, what you can be capable of being an Australian. So, yeah, we're extremely proud to represent this country.
Just following on from that, Rebel Sports completely sold out of Matilda's scarves and things. Have you seen, you've been in South Bank for a lot to do this tournament as well, so right near the fan side, have you seen little kids and adults and stuff wearing them all around?
I've seen them everywhere, and it's amazing when you rock up to a match and see pretty much everyone in the crowd with a scarf or with a shirt. It's absolutely unbelievable, and it's amazing the momentum that we have building from the Australian crowds. So we're feeling extremely grateful to have that support.
I'm not an athlete, so I would have no idea. I'm really uncoordinated, so anyway. But does it actually make you play any better? Like the support, I know that might sound like a silly question, but when you're out, obviously when you're out the field, you can feel the crowd, but does all this support in a way, does it lift you in a sense, not just the crowd cheering and stuff, but do they help you grow another level, lift another gear in a sense?
Yeah, in terms of the way we play, obviously that's quite technical and tactical, and I feel like that doesn't necessarily come from support, but when you're, in the dying moments of a game and require a bit of crowd support, they are immense, and I think we felt that against Canada. The crowd in Melbourne showed up in a way that I haven't felt before, and I think that drove us to get a 4-0 win. So I think technically and tactically, obviously not, but in terms of, building our momentum throughout a game and maybe mentally throwing the other team off, knowing that we have that backing, for sure it does help us, yes.
What do you expect from the French player in terms of style of playing, and what do you need to be really aware of when you're facing this French team?
Yeah, the French have been exceptional this tournament, and I think they've grown into the tournament. So for us, it's about stopping that momentum for them. They have some wonderful, as a defender, they've got some absolute firepower up front. So we're just looking to obviously nullify their strengths up front and just play our style of game. And yeah, that's all I've got.
Final 3 questions.
How much pressure do you feel, does the team feel, being the host nation and this weight of expectation of the Australian public on you, and that might not make the semi-finals here now, and because this is what happened to France when they were host nation.
The way that we visualize it is that we don't feel that pressure as a negative cloud. I think for us, we feel extremely privileged to be in that situation where we are a host nation, where we are, fighting for a World Cup final and a World Cup win. And I think that pressure presents itself as, I suppose, a positive light. We feel supported by the Australian public. We feel backed by the Australian public. We feel supported in what we're doing. So yes, there is a pressure, but I think when we're playing, we're not thinking about that pressure. We're thinking about we are representing our amazing country, and we're playing a football and a style of football that we're proud of.
Final 2.
No, you're not training. You don't make decisions on starters and subs, but the girls who sit on the bench must be pretty happy if Sam plays, because apparently she's quite intense to sit next to, isn't it?
I haven't seen, I've only seen videos her on on the bench. But yeah, wherever Sam is, she's a wonderful addition to this team, and I feel like we are extremely lucky to have her on our team.
Final question.
Claire, we've been talking about what it means for this country and looking inwards.
Yeah.
But looking outwards, Matildas, Australian players, this is putting you on a global map. Isn't it? The ones that aren't. I mean, this is giving players massive recognition.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be, I suppose, exposed on a world stage and to be able to host this World Cup. There's a lot of eyes on this tournament and a lot of eyes internationally. So it's a wonderful opportunity for girls to put themselves forward as athletes and as footballers on the world stage. So it's been wonderful to be a part of it. And I feel like all 23 players are extremely grateful to be a part of this experience.
And that concludes the press conferences for today.